You know that sinking feeling when you realize too late that you have just made a big mistake? That is what I felt when I was in junior high school. I was sitting in class, just finished an exam, and then I got a WhatsApp notification. It was a message from my art teacher. Hey, can you help me top up some phone credit? I'll pay you back later, she said. I didn't think twice. I sent it right away. I mean, come on, who would suspect anything when it's your own teacher asking for help? But 30 minutes later, she walked into my class and then casually asked, did any of you get a weird message from me? I think my WhatsApp been hacked. Only then did I realize I wasn't helping her. I was helping a hacker. The unbelievable part, I wasn't the only one. A few of my classmates got triggered too. One of them even lost hundreds of thousands rupiah because they gave away an OTP code without realizing it was a trap. And honestly, that moment changed the way I see the internet. The honorable judges, respected participants, and all the audiences. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First and foremost, let us offer our heartfelt gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Almighty, for His endless blessing and grace that have allowed us to gather here in good health and happiness. Let us also send our sincere blessing and thanks to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who brought light of truth and guidance to Islam. May peace and blessings be upon him and his companions. Hi everyone, my name is Berlian Atva Anindya, a proud student of Universitas Negeri Surabaya that is majoring English Literature PSDKU Magetan. Now I'm standing here before you to deliver my speech entitled Being Careful in the Digital World. Ladies and gentlemen, these days we don't get hacked because we're dumb. We get hacked because we trust too easily. We see a familiar name and think, oh, I know them, must be fine. But, it might not be a person at all. It could be a bot, a scammer, or a system designed to fool us. Because up until that point, I thought cybersecurity was just something for IT experts to worry about. Hackers in hoodies, typing fast in dark rooms, that kind of thing. But the reality, they are way more subtle. They come in the form of familiar face, a trusted name, a harmless link. We live in a time where our personal data are constantly exposed and nobody really teaches us how to protect ourselves. We use the same password for everything. We click on share link just because a friend sent them. We fill out online forms and give away our personal data like it's nothing. The digital revolutions promised us convenience, speed, and connection. And yes, it delivered. But the question is, how many people do you think have been impacted by cybercrimes issues due to hackers? According to data from Baris-Krim Polri, cybercrimes related to data manipulation under the ITA law showed a worrying increase. The number of ITA data manipulation handled by the police increased from around 11,000 cases in 2023 to nearly 14,000 cases in 2024. Let's pause for a moment and think what that numbers really mean. Behind each of those nearly 14,000 cases is a person. Someone's parent, student, employee, or maybe a friend. This isn't just a statistic. It is a reflection of how rapidly our digital world is moving faster than our ability to protect ourselves. That significant increase in just 1 year isn't a small change. It is a signal. A signal that cybercriminals are getting faster and smarter, while many of us still underestimate the true value of our digital identity. Let's back again to my story. 1 year ago, when I was in senior high school, a friend from my class named Laila signed up for a webinar. It was free, had a cool topic, and she needed a certificate. The organizer sent her a Google form asking for full name, phone numbers, email, student ID, school, address, and strangely enough, a photo of her ID card. My friend Lala filled it without thinking. A few days later, she started getting weird phone calls from unknown numbers. Spam emails also asked for things she's never searched for. And suddenly, she realized it wasn't just a registration. It was a data collection trap. This kind of thing is everywhere. People say yes to everything just to save 10 seconds, but those 10 seconds could steal our identity. I used to think saving safe online meant installing antivirus and not visiting weird website. Simple, right? But I've learned that digital safety isn't just about tools. It is about habits. It is in tiny pause before you click a link. It is in choosing a password that isn't your birthday. It is in thinking before sharing your personal information. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't need to be tech geniuses. We just need to be a little more skeptical and a lot more mindful. Because most of the time, hackers don't break into your life. They leave the door wide open. One more. It is not about living in fear. It is about finally waking up and realizing in the digital world, being careful is the new brave. The best protection is you, your attention, and your care. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's be smart, stay safe, and look out for each other.